Everybody, man, well, so much to talk about.
I know.
And our last game for a week.
Thank goodness.
Is that what we're talking about?
Get out of here. What is wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people?
Adam wasn't on the last show.
That's exactly it. You missed one bad show. You're like, what's wrong, guys? What's wrong?
I love this job.
Yeah. What is, everybody? Welcome to the pregame show.
Let's go. Let's go.
Live from the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. So roomy. Anybody notice the difference? You think they noticed?
A refreshed Toyota Lounge.
Very refreshed, man. Refurbished, if you will. Big game tonight, man. Big because the Nuggets have to win. They have to. Or else Harrison Wind quits the show.
I know.
Dude, stakes have never been higher.
Never been higher.
I was actually counting on Spencer Jones playing in this game when I said that.
Oh, he's already hedging. He's already hedging. Don't hedge this one, man. Nuggets are hosting the tanking Memphis Grizzlies in their last game before 8 days off. We're not going to see another Nuggets game until next Thursday. We got to take advantage of it. And we have some interesting storylines with Spencer Jones to talk about. That's why we got Harrison Wind here.
Trying to finish this one strong. You know, final game before the All-Star break. Feel like my head's in a good spot.
Yeah.
Going in with clear mind, full heart, and they definitely cannot lose this game.
They definitely can.
It's a must
But they
win.
could. They could, though. But over here, we got D-Line Co.
That's right. I like Harrison. I'm at the very edge of reason when it comes to the Denver Nuggets. Do they deserve it? No. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. That's where I am.
And rounding out the show, it's Superstar Dev.
Hey, guys, we're ready to give some bets tonight.
What are we going to talk
Dev, that's
about today?
awesome.
The Nuggets?
Gonna make some money, man. Gonna make some
We're
money,
going to
man.
make some money. Make some money. Yeah, cool, Dev.
All right, let's get right into it. Nuggets are hosting the Memphis Grizzlies. What have they been up to?
Well, they've lost 3 straight, and they're on this pre-All-Star break road trip where this is the 5th game of it. It's been a West Coast road trip. They've played the Kings, the Blazers, the Warriors, and now they're finishing up with the Nuggets. Memphis 20-32 on the season. John Morant out with an injury. They tried to trade him at the deadline, couldn't get any takers. They traded Jaren Jackson to Utah, so they're in the tank. They're not trying to win any games. And, you know, for Denver on the injury front, it's going to be an interesting game. There were a couple guys on the injury report. Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, they're both playing. They are going to play tonight, and they're starting as well. Spencer Jones is out. Concussion.
Yeah.
Still in concussion protocol.
No, this is like the
Officially?
most devastating concussion
I will
ever
say,
delivered.
though, I think concussions, though, are usually a week. I don't think that part's like that. Like, it's I think there's nothing there. A lot of guys get a
plenty
concussion.
of NFL players miss a game after getting a concussion in a game.
Yep, that's what happened. So, not that surprised.
We'll talk about it more in segment 2.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Denver starting, I believe, the same starting lineup as it did last game. Jamal Murray, Julian Strawther, Cam Johnson, Christian Braun, and Nikola Jokic.
I said this on the show yesterday, D-Line. I'm not sure if you caught it and memorized it, but the Nuggets have had 22 starting lineups, I believe, in 36 games. Because they had the same one for 8 games to open. And then they've had the same one for the last couple. But 22 out of 36, I believe, is what it is. Almost every other game, or more than every other game.
That's absurd.
It's an insane stat.
That is an absolutely insane stat. No, earlier today I was on the Denver Sports Podcast, which, is, as you know, is the normie view into a specialty that each one of us has. So I was talking Nuggets, and then I realized like how deep it got. I was like, whoa. And then Spencer Jones, he's on a 2-way cut. And then I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Dude?
This is so true when you ask somebody about the Rockies. And they're like, look, they're down at AA now. You got you're like, hold on, man. They
like,
suck,
listen,
though, right?
Listen, the guy got some irons in the fire. And I'm like talking about it. I'm like, no, you're right. It sucks. Most of our guys have been hurt. You know, like that's kind of what it comes out to.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
I haven't seen the Grizzlies starting lineup. Last game they started Ty Jerome, who's been out most of the year. He's back.
They have 7 guys out tonight. I know that.
Jalen Wells, Gigi Jackson. I believe Cedric Howard is one of those guys out tonight. And then Kyle Anderson. They've got KCP off the bench. Scottie Pippen can hurt you off the bench as well. I'm sure Dev's taking his points tonight. And they got one of the Spencer brothers. I don't know which one.
Cam Spencer.
Cam Spencer.
They got Cam Spencer, who's, by the way, that guy's a great player, man. He's really good.
He had 2 points last game on 1 of 6 shooting.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. He's still a young guy, but he's really good.
Even the greatest players sometimes get 2 points on 1 of 6.
You guys want to know, here to laugh at me now that you give that stat line. You want to know who he kind of reminds me of?
Let me guess.
Go for it.
His brother?
Pat Spencer?
He reminds me of Pat Spencer so much. It's unbelievable. He has a crazy trigger. I was gonna say Steph Curry. Not that it's like he's obviously not Steph Curry, but that he will fire some shots sometimes where you're like, what is he doing, man? Both the Spencer brothers have the confidence of like a Bengal tiger.
Yeah. I know. Whenever I think of confidence, I think of Bengal Tigers.
Well, you ever seen a nervous one?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, because they're all very confident, and then they just attack humans and die.
Yeah, well, depends.
Not a lot of them left.
Depends. This is such a game where it's like, man, the talent disparity is as wide as it can possibly be. But this is also one where they have a bunch of guys out. This is the Super Bowl for Cam Spencer. You know, this is a lot of their guys. This is like, all right, I've been waiting for this. I'm playing 35 minutes tonight.
Yep.
So you just have to like be focused.
You absolutely do. I mean, this is a game where the Nuggets should take care of business. It is the All-Star break. I'm sure everybody's excited to go to Cancun, including you.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Brother, for real.
This can be a classic 3-2-1 Cancun situation. But can you just hold on for 48 minutes? Just work for 48 minutes.
Yeah.
Actually, just for like 30 if you're Nikola Jokic. Then you're good. Then you can
Then
chill.
you're all good, man. It really is what it comes down to. What are you hoping to see tonight, D-Line?
Well, I mean, listen, like every night for the Denver Nuggets is just, can we just see our team again?
Yeah.
Can we see some hint at our team again? The team we expected, the team that we thought we were going to get, the team we do expect to have by season's end. Can I see Nikola Jokic look like Nikola Jokic? Can I see Jamal Murray look like Jamal Murray? It's just all those things. You just want to see a spirited effort.
Yeah. What about you? What are you looking for besides spirited effort?
Spirited effort would be great. Christian Braun.
Yeah, another good game.
Great game the other night. If he can stack another good game tonight, that'd be some great momentum heading into the All-Star break. And just to see how explosive he is. You know, Vogt wrote a great article about Braun after that last game. He's feeling better than he did the first time he came back. He still is acknowledging he's not 100%. And it doesn't seem like he's close.
Then you get an X-ray, they said, or he was reported after the game, said everything's good, but still.
He's still not as explosive as he is when he's at 100%. It's still kind of hindering his game a little bit. So can he stack 2 really encouraging games? That's what I'll be watching for.
What about you, Dev? What are you looking for?
Oh,
I think it's
where the hell Dev come
I
from?
think it's the combination of Christian Braun as well as Cam John. Just the new guys being back into the mix. They've returned and they look good right now. They look like they have not missed a ton of time, which I think is incredible for them. But just to continue to compound those games, his back support is incredible.
If you like it,
Yeah,
feels good.
I do. I like it.
It's nice not having to share it with D-Line, huh?
You said it, not me.
Yeah, he would always like try to take the spot. He would get a little handsy. I know, man. He didn't.
It feels like you're telling something that I said because you have never had to share the couch with him.
I've never had to.
That is very true.
Never got to.
Never had to, man. For me, I'm looking for the Nuggets to play like a team that's lost, what is it, 4 or 5? That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Because this is, on one hand, a game that you're going to be favored by double figures pretty comfortably, should win at home, road weary team that you're coming into your building. It's like you should win. But on the other hand, you have to win because you've lost all these games and you've put yourself in a tough spot in the standings now where a couple losses now you could fall pretty far. So I hope that Murray and Jokic come out. And I'm not saying they have to play like this is game 6 of the finals, but I do think that they both have to be locked into a level that I don't think they have been for the last couple ones. They've been in pockets, but they've done the thing to me where it's like, okay, we know how much energy to use. Don't guess on that. Just go in and get up by 20 points. That's what I'm looking for because the Nuggets desperately need to get this one. Let's go to our next topic here, though, because it's kind of an interesting one. You know, Spencer Jones did get a concussion. He's been out now for a week, I think tomorrow, a week. And
About a week.
About a week. And, you know, they haven't signed him yet to the deal, and we all just kind of assumed, well, it's the concussion. Well, hold on. Let's play a couple clips of David Adelman. The first one is from our friends over at Altitude Radio this morning. The audio's not sharing?
Yeah, it was working pre-show when I tested it.
So nobody could hear that?
Yeah.
All right. From that clip, basically, David, this is why I don't want to say it because this is a story that we're reading some tea leaves here in the circumstance, and I don't want to try to put words in David Adelman's mouth. But one of the things he said was his representation has been talking to management. Both sides they're trying to do what's right for each other. Which basically says they're in negotiation on a contract. I think the Nuggets went into this period thinking that the negotiation was kind of clear. We like what you've done. We're going to sign you to a minimum deal, and we'll probably try to tack some years on that. Good job. You'll be on our team now. $6-7 million guaranteed over the course of 3 years. You're on a minimum. And Denver ducks the luxury tax this year. You go into next year with a role player already on a cheap deal and the season after that. Win-win for everybody. But it might be the case, and I don't know, but it might be the case that when Adelman lets that slip, and he tried to clarify afterwards, but he didn't walk it back. He just tried to walk around it. But if we can't play that audio, but here's what I think. It's possible, and it would stand to logic to me, that Spencer Jones would look at this and say, I think I'm actually worth more than the minimum. How many guys need a 6'7" athletic defender that can guard multiple positions and can make threes? A lot of teams. And so I wonder if Denver's now in a pickle.
They might be. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting situation. When a guy goes from a two-way contract to a regular deal, I don't think there's ever that much negotiation that happens. It's pretty standard. Like, we're going to bump you up to the standard contract. I think throughout the season, usually there's pretty good communication between the agent and the team.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of on the same page. And I'm sure that was also the case here. But Spencer Jones isn't your typical two-way guy. Two-way guys never have this much of a role on their team. I mean, he started, 30-something games this year. That's pretty unparalleled compared to the other two-way guys in the league. So if I'm Spencer Jones's agent, yeah, we've been definitely talking about, what this deal might look like for most of the season. I mean, I don't know when that last conversation might have taken place, but I mean, this guy is an integral part of this team, and he's also just actually pretty good. So I think his agent is maybe just trying to get his client a good deal, and the Nuggets might have went into it thinking we're going to sign him to X amount.
Well, the amount almost, I wonder how much of a sticking point it is. Really, it's years. Like if you're Denver,
Maybe, yeah.
You probably want 3 years of a cheap deal because you're like, boom, we've got a minimum guy for a minimum contract for this year and 2 more, and that gives you some comfort. And they might be looking at it saying, we'd probably prefer a 1-year deal or 2-year deal. We'd probably this one and next year, and then we'll be done. And maybe if you want to go 3 or more, let's go higher number. And Denver's looking at that going, we literally can't because we set the table for this whole scenario.
I think that you guys both talked about the two main things. One is he's been a starter for so long, so his circumstances are a lot different than the other two-way, players in the league. They desperately need him right now, and they continue to be hurt. So he's with the starters. He gets to see himself amongst other players and say, I'm worth more than that. Second, you talk about the multiple years. That would be, incredible for anybody else being in this spot where, hey, I've earned this contract. I'm going to be on this contract. This team wants me. But I'm sure everybody else wants him too, and he looks around and says, this is what I want. He's also a guy that you're not going to be able to punk or just put in a bad spot. Like he actively uses LinkedIn, so he knows what it's like with his colleagues. He gets to see how it is, and he's having these deep conversations. I'm sure that him and his agent said, this is not what's best for me right now. I'm going to take a 1 year, and then we're gonna see what the market says, because he's going to get more. He's an NBA player.
I mean, are we sure he's going to get more? I agree that I think he's a really good player, but there is something to one. He hasn't made any money yet. He's been on this 2-way, so it's not like he has a bunch of money in his savings at the moment. And then
I don't know, man.
Well,
based on these LinkedIn
he
posts,
might have invested it very wisely.
Seems
He's
like he
actually
knows what
really,
he's doing.
he doesn't care about money, actually. But so usually there's just a security of, yes, I will sign on the dotted line because that gives me, we'll say, $7 million. That no matter where my life goes from here, I have $7 million before I'm 25 and I'm in a good spot. But the other risk could be, well, I think he would sign no matter what this year. Because I don't think there's anybody in the world that would reject any money and just say, I'm going to stay on my two-way. Now you don't even get to play. If this is the scenario that there is some kind of conflict, the worst I think he would say was that I just want this year. Give me this year. Now I'm a free agent in the summer. And then Denver will say, well, damn it, that doesn't help us. We just developed you and we're going to have you for this run. That's great. But we're almost certainly going to lose you after that.
Yeah, this is tough, man. I wish this is the type of thing you wish they would have figured out before this moment.
They could have.
Yeah,
They could have done this in December.
Yes,
They could have done this in January.
It seems like they're really late every time.
They did it at the last possible moment to save money, the most money possible. And now it's kind of coming, maybe going to come back to bite them. We'll see.
Yeah, the thing is like we hypothesized that maybe they were leaving that roster spot open so they could have more maneuverability around the trade deadline, and
I think still the case.
Well, but they didn't do anything with it. Like
that's not necessarily true. I mean, I think that their plan was to sign Spencer Jones and one other player.
Well, it definitely was the case. Like they left it open for maneuverability,
right?
But they were very, very likely never going to use that in any deal that came about.
My point being is that the best laid plans, right? But like now they're at the end of it, and now they're like, okay, cool. Now let's get your deal done. You just wish that you could just like give him the deal that. Najee has. Zeke Najee has.
Switch contracts.
Can you imagine if that's the new rule is you could actually
one time
you can switch contracts. We're like, I'm sorry. Sorry, Christian. We're actually going with Peyton.
We're actually going to give that to Peyton. You're now a two-way player.
Yeah.
It is crazy though. Like I have no doubt that this will be resolved, but at this moment you hope that the reason he's not playing tonight is truly only because of the concussion and not also because of this, because the Nuggets are in this kind of precarious position where a night like tonight, you alluded to, you have to win this. Like this is suddenly like a big game.
Yeah.
You know what I would do if I was a agent, like talking to like a Kroenke or just any other billionaire? I would come in with like, let's just say 5,000 pieces of rice and I would put it on the table. And I would say, hey, all I'm asking for.
We got to go to that
Here
spot.
goes all of your rice.
Yeah,
all I'm asking
I
for
love
is,
this.
and you take out 3 or
33 grains of rice.
2.
Yeah.
This is all that we're asking for of what you have.
What you could do is just a more apt way to do it is just show a map of the United States and then show all of the territory that they own and be like, we want one acre.
Park. This park. We want the park that is in the middle of this neighborhood. Is all we're asking for right here.
It's true. I mean, we need a sitcom or some show with Dev the agent, man. I feel like it'd be
That's a good character.
A great bit, I just see it right now. I think this gets resolved. My hunch is that Denver, if this is the thing, my hunch is that Denver is probably hoping to get him for like 3 years. Like this multi-year thing. And he's probably saying, well, if we're doing 3 years, I want a lot of money or more money. And it maybe settles on 1 or 2. And it'll probably, out of the deadline, my hunch is he'll be on the roster. And let's just hope that it's the best deal for Denver. Because at the end of the day, that's what we really care about. We want the flexibility for future
We want to
years.
save as most money as possible.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
We're trying to buy more franchises over here, dude.
Yeah, well, what can you do? This is a tanking game.
I don't even know what that means anymore.
Have you guys been watching the NBA lately?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
There
Especially
is-
this team.
There is some crazy tanking going on in
There
the
is,
NBA. And tonight's game is an example of it. Now, might benefit Denver that they are rolling out a team of G Leaguers.
You
But
would think.
so whatever. Tonight I'm okay with it. But I will say that the conversation comes up again and again. And I think that this year, while tanking hasn't been a major storyline in my world to this point, I think these last 2 months are going to be wild.
Yeah.
Like wild. All-time tanking that we've never seen before.
Yeah. It's the combination of there being like 3 absolute franchise potential cornerstones in this draft coming up and the fact that Adam Silver just doesn't care about tanking. Those two worlds colliding have given us what is an all-time season for, the tanks out there.
So there are people, that's like, I think, a specific type of person that doesn't mind it. That's like, it's cool that there's 10 teams actively
cool,
trying to
man.
lose every game. And I do think that Adam Silver's probably one of them. Like, what's the big deal?
I mean, when was that? Last year, or it might have been last year, the year before, where he just came out and said, "We don't have a tanking problem."
The thing is, this would not be difficult to solve. This is the same issue that NBA officiating has. Like, well, how do you try to stop the grifting? It's like you don't call it. Like what they could do is they could just say,
"Why don't you just fine the Jazz for holding guys out in the fourth quarter?"
I'm saying, like, honestly, you could say, we are going to monitor every game. If something happens in this game that we feel is in keeping with tanking, you actually go up. You don't, it hurts your
Totally.
stuff. Like, you could easily fix this if you wanted to. It's not that you don't have to have a wide sweeping rule that applies in every scenario. You could just say, like, yo, if we notice that something is handled in a way that is not in keeping with a competitive spirit, we are going to penalize your ability to. You're going to get fewer.
It'll be like 1% of the odds. Of
Whatever
it
it
is.
is.
Yeah, it's
And
like you lost. They got fined for the game. They lost 1% of whatever
like, there's
odds
one
they
thing
get.
with losing, but it's like losing. It's like, why didn't you put your best players in? You're like, okay, cool. Your loss doesn't count towards what your ultimate goal is. Sorry.
It is true. It's one of these things where you don't have to enforce it every time. You just have to enforce it really hard a couple obvious times, and then everybody's too spooked to do it.
But it's like it's not, dude. I love
the
this.
Jazz one the other day was so obvious. You could have like
That's what I
really
mean.
come on hard on them.
That's what I mean. There's that
Hard
thing where,
on,
like, you get your Josh Hart on watching this. But the point being, it's like it's so obvious to the eye when things are happening that are just like not where people are trying to use a little effery to get what they want. You can just be like, bro, I know what you're doing. I'm not going to call that foul. I'm not going to reward you. Like, come on.
While it's happening, it's so shocking though, because I'm just like thinking of how are they going to mess this one up? There's just no way.
Right.
And all they do is it's pretty simple. They just don't play any of the good players, and the other team just starts slaughtering and coming back. And it's like, we know you would never play this lineup.
Yes,
ever.
it's
like,
not
why is this
hard.
guy on the floor? Right? We don't even know who this guy is, and he's playing the entire time with no other starters.
How do you
They're
stop
sitting.
it? Like, what do you mean? How do you stop
Memphis
it?
has been finding ways to truly lose these games that I'm just like shocked.
Right.
Yeah. Well, D-Line, just real quick before we go to our betting segment here, let me ask you about some of the Grizzlies you might see tonight. Like, what's your take on Taylor Hendricks?
Oh, what a player, dude. I think I loved his time on Beverly Hills 90210, dude. The
he
love
was good.
story.
Yeah. What about Jamal Mashak?
Jamal Mashak, wasn't that the guy that Chat GPT invented?
What about Javon Small though? Are you a pretty big fan of Javon Small?
I'm big on Javon Small.
Okay. Okay. And then of course Olivia Omax Prosper, if you remember him from
I think he was actually one of your guys. Yeah.
from your side.
Keep going, 'cause I bet
Wait,
you
I got another one. I got another one. I got another one.
Didn't he change his name to Omax Freedom?
What about Lawson Lovering?
He's a
hold on.
Colorado
Former
guy.
Colorado
He
Buff.
went to CU
Hold on.
and then Utah.
His
So we
name
might
is-
see him tonight.
He is not an NBA player.
He just signed on a 10-day.
Lawson Lovering.
Lovering?
Yeah.
yeah.
White guy.
Lovering is an incredible last name.
He was
yeah.
a monster in high school.
Yeah, I
in
bet
Utah.
he had to be. Otherwise, he would have gotten his doors beat
Well,
in.
Utah, maybe Wyoming.
Hey, what's up, Lovering?
Nikola Jokic should surely dominate these guys, right? Let's find out together. Our pregame picks are presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use code DNVR365. Deposit $10. Place a bet of $5 to get $200 in bonus bets. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Dev, the line tonight is wild.
The game
Really?
tonight is wild.
So what is the? We need to know what Harrison is looking down the barrel of leaving the show.
Yeah.
And Harrison,
I got?
Are you leaving the show if they don't cover or just
No,
Come on, man.
I just need to know. I need to
I'm going
know.
to tell you right now, D-Line wants you off.
What if they don't win convincingly? Are you off?
He's buying the line up a couple points, actually.
Quitting,
We're teasing
as I
it.
established last game or last post game, I'm quitting the show if they lose.
Okay.
Yeah, because they can't.
Right.
One team is trying to
Tell you
get
what, the
active.
line has moved, so...
Oh, it's
boy.
smooth. The Nuggets come into this game as 14-point favorites.
Oh my God.
They was 17.
Uh-oh.
So the sharp
Vegas.
money.
They're in on Lovering.
Lawson, this our boy Lawson. They said, "Oh my God, he's going against a Colorado team. No connection." This is a tough one. I mean, I'm not going to tell you to go 14. It's just so tough. they're probably going to win by 20. But I'm not going to stay with that. The over-under of 239, I'll go with the over just because we know Denver allows teams to score on them. They're also going to be able to score whenever they want to.
Yeah.
Speaking of them scoring whenever they want to, I have the team total for the Nuggets of over 126.5. I believe they're going to put up like 140. Why would they not? You should be able to score on them literally every single time down. On the other side, this one was an easy one for me. You guys watch. You remember the Bulls, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pippen.
the Bulls.
Larsa Jordan?
Yes.
Or excuse me, Larsa Pippen.
Larsa Pippen.
Sorry.
And
My
Jordan.
bad.
Come on.
You're right, too. You're actually right.
Oh, yeah.
Scottie Pippen over 3.5 assists. I'm going to tell you, I like Scottie Pippen Jr.
Yeah,
I think
he's a good player.
very good, especially when he gets opportunities. Somehow he doesn't. I'm sure they're going to give him the green light in this one. So 3.5 assists is way too low for him. I would
right.
also get his points, rebounds, and assists. I just think he does a little bit of everything. For our threes bet, I really like this bet. I think is going to hit. It's Christian Braun to knock down at least one three-pointer. All he has to do
God,
is
I
hit
hope
one
you're right,
three-pointer.
man.
The thing with this is I feel like Jokic went out of his way to make sure that he hit a single three-pointer last game. Like,
He shot 8, right?
he made 4. So, yeah, probably.
CB, 4 of 8 last game.
Yep, right now they're really big on trying to get him to knock down a three-pointer. I think he knocks one down in this game.
Can I buy it up then?
Sticking with Christian Braun, I love what I saw last game, and I think it's going to be a bit of the same. Get him back into it, get him acclimated. This is another one that we have on one of our pick threes is his over of 11 or 10.5 points. I just think that he gets it. I'll push it up to 11.5 because I believe he's going to have 12 or more points in this one. I think this is a Christian Braun game. Strother is another guy who looks unleashed right now, especially with the starting lineup. I think that continues. I think that he's going to be able to hit over 10 points.
Dang.
So I'll do 10-plus points. He's been getting this in the first quarter. They go through to him very early, and it's very easy for him right now.
We're going to build a resort on Strother Island, dude. There's like a big influx in interest. The Google search alone.
Absolutely. You're not even going to go there. Jamal Murray has been cooking with his assists lately. They have his line at 7.5, which is a bit high, but it's very low. It's just not enough. I think he's going to get over 7.5 assists.
Okay.
He's been getting like 11 every single game. I think the lanes are going to be very open in this game, so I'm going to go with this over 7.5 assists. I feel like Jokic will have a lot to do in this game, but it has to be very quick before it gets out of hand. So he only has to do this in 3 quarters. Triple-double. Just
We
lock
going
in
for
that
it?
triple-double.
Well, you know I love this.
He's going to get the triple-double in this game. And for our lock,
I wish
our
that was
lock.
the lock.
Big Val over 8.5
Whoa!
points.
This is the first time
Whoa.
Big Lock has been Big Val's been the big lock.
He's the big lock in this one. He's been getting this with his usual allotment of minutes. He's gonna win this matchup. This is a
revenge game.
for him,
Yeah,
too.
revenge game.
But I really know that this is a game he'll be excited for. He's
Can't believe
just too
this is
big.
my lock, man.
I don't even think this is a mental thing. Just make sure you get that lock.
I got to be praying for a blowout so he's in the game real early.
You could
You
get
gotta
this
pray.
in the
You gotta be
first,
praying
like-
for a blowout. So you don't have to deliver the game notes every pregame.
No, that would be tough, man.
No, Harrison.
It might be
Do the ad
T-line
reads?
on game notes.
Oh, my
my
god, dude!
God.
Think of the silliness, dude.
We've never gambled with our
Did
lives
we give,
this way.
Did we give the starting lineup for the Nuggets?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was in game
Someone
notes.
was asking.
That
for
was
the,
in that
somebody was
section.
asking in the chat.
So he's not
If
paying
you have to
attention.
do game
We're
notes, that's one
sometimes
thing you
saying
do in
something, and
that
I can tell
section.
he's not listening.
well, I just got to tell you, the show is not for me.
The
hurts
starting
right
lineup
here.
is Jamal Murray, Christian Braun, Cam Johnson, Julian Strother, Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
Let's go.
Cedric Exquisite, let's win to raise the vibe, baby. 27-15 are all. Okay. Big Honey, what's the line of demarcation for the dog?
For the
days?
dog, dude.
We told you, game 2 through
Yeah.
the end of the
Yeah.
season is the dog days, and then the playoffs happen.
And it is a little, it moves. It's not
I
set
think
in
usually
stone.
it's post All-Star
But
break.
it is a
this
good
has been a
98%
weird
of the
year.
season.
Yeah.
The dog days was that injured where Yoke was at. Those were the dog days.
And Maddox, y'all have a sponsored ticket app. TM never works. We do.
Game time,
Game
dude.
time. Yeah, use the code DNVR.
Game,
DNVR
get
when you
yourself
sign up,
$20.
$20, baby.
Game time.
All right, everybody, we're gonna head over to the watch along site. You can join us there. It's Gallinari Appreciation Night. You appreciate him.
I love Danilo Gallinari. I have multiple jerseys. I have a little figurine.
Yeah.
I love Gallo. He was my guy, man.
Yeah. This is what he said, too. You're his guy. Okay, hit the like button. We'll see you over
He
there.
definitely didn't say that.
We all silly like the mayor.